Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the first hand of the day. We defend the big blind. Jack 9-8. Not a worse flop for it. My name is NutRaisin. We shall be doing more PLO 20. And a $22 bounty tournament a little bit later on as well. Happy to pair for us. I guess we go with another check. That's it now. Really? Yeah, the answer is no. Not really. King Shanghai at 6. Eh, eh, eh. Oh god, that's how what I'm gonna sound like when I get older. Okay. Okay, that is a pretty sexy card. Ah, too bad, it looked mighty fine. Didn't really look like it hit our range either. Things, I wanted to do things. What were them? I know what word them is bad English, but sometimes I enjoy bad English. Sometimes I didn't even notice. Um, oh, got a PLO 20 table on microgaming as well. Waiting for seated on an additional one. So yesterday yesterday was a roller coaster of a session. In the end, we made it okay. Took home, you can't really say, like 3-ish buy-ins plus the tournament profits. So I guess with the tournament profits, like around 4 buy-ins, a little more than maybe, which was fine. But the dealer was in two minds about everything yesterday. We caught some amazing run-outs. We caught some. I honestly can't recall a spot where we went all in at least. We got the money in bad. And lost a few ones I'd rather not have lost. But I mean, when isn't that ever true? So I'm starting to play a little bit different in the small blind, stepping away from the solver ranges just a bit. I'm not sure yet if this is beneficial, like if it's good for my bottom line or not. Guess we call here once. There are some nice turns, an 8, a king, 9. Stretchy! Hey, welcome to the channel, mate. Nice to see sort of question mark a new name. I'm not quite sure if I've seen you here before. He did have that 10. Let's check 10-7 from the cutoff. Yeah, that sounds alright. Here, I'm just not holding it with limpers. Maybe sometimes I'd be better off limping along, but I don't know. Just goes against my inner being, I guess. Flop a pair and a gutter. We are gonna be in position. That part is nice. Although if somebody bets we're out. 7 would give us the second nuts. Another 10 would be nice. An ace, maybe. 3 doesn't really do anything for us. We have an 8 big blind splash coming up here. We have a decent hand for it too. Everybody keeps checking. Well, say deuce doesn't change anything all that often. I mean, I wouldn't really count on us taking this one down, but else? Yeah. Pat thinking about betting jacks here, or what's the deal? No, he has the jacks. He had rubbish. Hmm. Don't know about this one. Let's check up on it. Is this a squeeze? Is this wasting money? That's a good turn. That's an excellent turn. I think it is. We have the king of diamonds as well, so I'm not going to go too big here. We wouldn't quite mind a call. Hold 9, blocking straight draws. And that comes our way. And we get like 20% on all the splash pots we take down as well this week. So that was rather nice. And we're not going to get raised light there, so that's also a nice thing about that card. Jack 8 is not going to raise, the draw is not going to raise, queens are not going to raise. Okay. Blind versus blind, certainly a weak spot in my game. I mean, there's plenty of those, just saying, just pointing out this is certainly one of them. So there was a big blind versus cutoff open spot with the ace king king 9 there. Single suited. Let's see what does the matrix say. The matrix says that is completely fine. Cool. As long as we fold it if you get raised. Call here. I don't know about this one either. Let's check out some things today. Doesn't strike me as... No, it strikes me as fine, actually. Took it down on table 3 with the open. So that would be button versus cutoff. I'm still gonna call at this point. This part of the matrix is not gonna tell me anyway. I might as well look it up around time. Just curious about the initial call, and the initial call is completely fine. So that's all good then. Everything is going as it's supposed to be. Speaking of which, so nothing exciting is gonna happen here unless it gets checked miraculously and we turn a 7. Kind of doubt that chain of events. What's the note on him to say? The check call. Okay, so he's marked as a maniac. The stats right now don't really support that. But they are filtered for 500. I believe they are. No, a filter for 400 and below. Snap bet, huh? Alright. I think you should work on your bet timing, but that's fair. Up here, been checked around, no miracle 7 there. At this point, if he doesn't bet again, I'm thinking he might have... Well, we block kings, but he still might have kings or decent queens. No, okay, there he goes. Easy let go. Yes, the connectivity makes up for it for the low cards. Why couldn't they be lower? On the table, I'm having my eye on. All hell's breaking loose. And the aces take it down. Maybe somebody leaves the table now. Because this guy is, even though this hand doesn't support it, it's also marked as a maniac. I think rightly so. Up here, limped in a splash pot, which is fine. It's the only spot where I limp sort of habitually. And did he bet the pot? Yeah, he did bet the pot. Because he can't bet the extra amount that's in there. So, still gonna raise it up. It's Marlene, eh? Only get called the 3. But the good thing about the 3 is if you get raised, we're definitely beat. Not gonna raise the straight at this point. Do have a heart as well, and we do take it down. That's quite awesome. Got aces down here. Pretty neat, pretty neat. Rather underbounding flop. We are heads up, however. Let's check it. Not quite sure if I check folded right away or check call. I guess it depends on the sizing. He does decide to bet. The 10. Don't want to bet it, but I don't mind seeing it. Okay. Get called by queens, kings, sometimes jacks. Nice. I say queens, I mean a queen. 9s even. Okay. 9s is a kind of an interesting call. 9s blocking some of the draws that were out there. So he was blocking both backdoor flushes. Was blocking the straight draw quite heavily. I don't think that one would make it into my calling range for those reasons. Not knocking it, maybe he's just has a different approach there. Yeah. Get aces times 2. Get him over here as well. Things are starting off alright on the whole. Aces on table 1 took it down pretty... On table 2, I mean, sorry. Just don't have the 10-7. No, he doesn't have the 10-7. But he has... Okay, he has the flush draw. That's fair. Or the flush, rather. Yellow! 6100. Hey, welcome to the channel, Yellow. Getting some benefits from streaming on RIO? Yes, I do. Which is the whole reason why I started streaming almost a year ago. I'm gonna get to the second question in a moment. So the benefits are... I'll talk about them, but I'll also give you a link for them. So everybody who streams on RIO gets extra rakeback, and to get the first level of extra rakeback, I believe it's an extra 50% right off the bat. It's really easily achieved. Matter of fact, due to getting lucky with a big raid in the beginning, I achieved level 2 quite quickly, which was good for 75%. Do keep in mind, though, that when I say 50% or 75%, that's pretty nice. That you have to the 75% is first you have to deduct all the other bonuses you get for the Legends rewards and to splash the pot, and what remains of that you get 75%. But I think I have a link here. Let me see if I can find a bot command. There you can see everything listed. Right, there you go. So yeah, that's a pretty comprehensive. Do I want to bet here again with the ace of hearts? Kind of feel like I do, but I do have showdown value, so I'm kind of torn on this one. Yeah, I did have to flush. Probably would have worked. But would have, should have, could have. Doesn't matter much on this channel. So, as to the second question, do I get more rakeback now? Me personally, as a streamer, I do, because of that reason, that my fixed rakeback, or my streamer rakeback is calculated on post every other reg back that applies, like the splash the pot or now the Legends rewards. So, if you look at the numbers, I don't get more. But in reality, I get it more reliably, I'd say. Because the splash the pot, sometimes, you go ages without hitting a big one or winning a big one. And so there's a built-in variance into the splash the pot rakeback system, which is also why I believe the Legends rewards have been so well received and traffic has been going up consistently ever since. And so for me, it's more pleasant, I'd say. In the long run, it doesn't really change anything, but it makes it more reliable, I guess, from my perspective. So let me know if these answers help you. If you have any other questions, feel free. Right. So I make level 2 every month right now. Be hard pressed to make level 3 for now. What? Hang on, something happened. I heard it. Yellow, hey, thank you very much for the follow. Cheers. So I make level 2, which is good for 75% on top. Well, not on 75% streamer deck back, as explained earlier how that works. And so my channel has been, to my surprise, growing quite quickly. Gonna check here. Hang on, I'll get back to the question. Gonna pardon any Diamond River, any two-pair river. Cool. So, right, what was the question? How many viewing hours? So I tend to stream, normally I stream like 120-ish hours. Not always in the last month, since some real life stuff came in between. But I do stream full time. And with that, that's gonna be interesting. How many viewers you personally? So the average viewers have been going up quite nicely recently. So it's somewhere in the mid-20s, I'd say, trending upwards, which is a happy thing indeed. I'll check it once more. I don't think I'm gonna go for 3 streets. Like what calls me to, or 2 streets? What calls me 2 streets? Jacks, maybe. Other than that, there's kings out there. Probably not terribly often now that it has been checked through on the flop. I'll take it back. Maybe I should have bet. That's funky. I mean, we now win against kings. That's the only thing that this card changes. Still lose to aces, still lose to the 4, neither of which is terribly likely. Now this hand has played out. Yeah, so I make level 2 easily is part of that answer as well, I guess. And then, of course, there are some extra benefits for Stream for Runner ones, like they throw your host every once in a while. There's a streamer home game that we started up that's gonna be a thing in the future. It's gonna happen more often. And, they support you on their Discord and their Twitter. We tweet, you tweet sometimes. So it's like secondary or tertiary benefits like that are part of it as well. Yellow, hey, happy. I'm happy to have given you some helpful information then. Called you once. It's not really a small blind board, I hope. That's it again, no? Why? Some sort of ambivalent about. the flop, that's the turn. He could have a set of tens, I guess. Probably talk myself into a call here. Now, don't quote me on that being a good one. Should I block aces? He could have a 7, sure. But there's not that many 7s. The 7-10 he bets on the flop, yeah. I'm confused. You got me, my friend. The 7-10 it was. Okay, at least that makes sense. Good thing I listed all the possibilities, so I halfway look like I know what I'm doing. Gloryman and AM Triple T, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Nice to see you guys. So still a bit too call happy on the rivers, it turns out. There's a PLO 10 table that kind of looks nice. Has an average pot size of 6. That's quite unusual for PLO 10, so I'm gonna check that one out. Okay, I was just gonna say I might just call here, and then I noticed his stack size. So now I kind of hope this guy overcalls. I'm gonna raise. Should shut him out with hard draws. I guess 2 pair and up hearts can call, but that's about it. Oh, you have a set. Nice. Blind versus blind, I raised here, which I feel is completely fine. Don't get a good flop for it. Checks again, I'll just check it down. Here without a heart, he has kings there and a 6, so he takes it down on table 2. Could sometimes bet here too, sure. There's that 10. Pretty magical in itself, except for its suit. Alright. Yellow. Yes, I took 2 shots at PLO 50. First one was pretty rubbish. The second one went very much alright in the beginning, and then I took a turn for the nasty. So I'm looking to move back up to PLO 50 again this year. Like in the first half of this year. My own skill level? That's not bad, not as good as I'd like. I guess it's kind of tough to answer. I know that for a couple of weeks I wasn't really happy with how I was playing. Since the new year, since like last 10 days, something like that, I'm much happier with my game. I'm aware of quite a few leaks I do have, and that I need to study more, which is what I'm going to do in January. Usually I stream twice a day. In January I'm going to stream once a day and actually invest some time into studying. Start next week again. Well, actually probably starting tonight. Yeah. Oh, and bankroll management is that I go with 100 binds for my current stake. So if I want to move up to PLO 50, I'd like to have 100 binds for PLO 50. And in the past, my first 2 shots were quite substantial, where especially the second one, where I took a whole bunch of binds to the new level. Next up, they're going to be way more selective and much more frequent. I'm just going to take like 2-3 buy-ins, see how it goes, and otherwise move back down. The tip I got from a room, no less. Oh. Might have to lay this down. Interesting one here. Without a heart, I'll probably just call. Without a diamond thingy. The 3 really shouldn't be an issue all that often. But he blasts off, so we're not going anywhere. Seems to give him pause, and we are good. Not even having to sweat the diamonds here. Awesome. Over here, top set. Nice hand, he says. Thank you. Nice hand, sir. Gives us a straight. I'll probably end up calling down with the club. Be a bit nasty if he pots. He checks. That's probably good for us. Maybe we split it, but I kind of doubt it. Cool. This guy is a very race-happy gentleman. He was the one... Oh, right. He 3-bet us earlier. Maybe we have to readjust our thinking there. I'm starting to realize that when we flopped the top pair earlier, this might have been a spot that's just to get it in. Wouldn't have been ecstatic about it, but... So, goes for big bet sizes, that part is fine, and goes for 3 bets. Keep an eye on him. Hey, well, I'm not gonna say light open. It's not the strongest hand. Let me put it like that. On this flop, so we really shouldn't have that many ace kings. Queen 9 is not likely to raise, or the king 9, I should say, which we block. Go for half. If we do get raised, we can still call. And in the splash pots, I'm limping my strong hands. I'm limping my entire range, for the most part. First 2 positions. Take it down on table 5 on the Queen Jack 10 board. That's quite nice. To raise. Are we deep against anybody? No. Here we 3-bet. Also gonna call a 4-bet. Oof. That's a bunch of spades, my friend. Damn. We do have a pair and an open-ender, I guess. So there's something going on there. With this SPR... Oh, brother. It's a spot where... So this, for example, is a spot where I'm not entirely confident in what I should be doing. It's kind of odd since I've been in this spot a lot. We do make the straight down here, and he never bet. It's a paired board with... I don't know how many things call us here. So I'm not gonna bet. And he does come over the top, and now... I don't know what to do. If he has jacks, we're boned. Alright. Now that I did bet. Ooh, that's a wonderful, wonderful turn. He had the... Oh god, he was drawing that on the turn. He had 2 pair, fair enough. Did he have a hand he should have been in there with at this point? Let's see. Was his hand in its entirety? Also Shazam, taking this one down was pretty sweet. Jack 10, 9, 6... Single suited? Probably not. Probably something you should have laid down pre. This is the open ender. More aces coming away. Pretty nice ones as far as aces go. So we playing microgaming table because there isn't enough on RIO. Yes, and also because microgaming is also quite profitable. RIO is too. I'll check. I mean, I can bet because I can call a raise, so that part would be wouldn't be ludicrous. Ooh. Very sweet. Also, very sweet that we don't have another high heart there. I'll get to the questions entirely in a moment. Unfortunately, it didn't bite. Maybe I should have let. Oh, man. I'll let it go. It's just a flush draw on top. That is pretty sweet. Take it down. Right, so the traffic on RIO. More aces coming up on table 1. Traffic on Rio, I can tell you right now, there's only 10 entries at PLO 20, 50, 8 entries at PLO 50. In the evenings, it gets, we certainly have to call here. It gets quite nice, gets starting to get really busy too. The holidays drag the numbers down, of course. But yeah, so ever since they introduced Legends, it's been going up and up. We've had a bunch of evenings where we had more than let me put it like this: we start to beat microgaming in all PLO stakes at various times of the day and the week. The weekend historically has been the weakest time for Rio so far, which I believe has to do with the fact that they don't offer tournaments. And people play on other sites, and then, to play tournaments, and then they stick around to play cash games there. Not too many people play multiple sites. I believe that one, the last part I pulled out of my ass. I do believe I heard that sentiment. So he raises. I'm just gonna take heat and let it be. People usually don't raise that light. The 6 should be a decent enough card. That's the button clicker. I remember him from yesterday. Sometimes does like to click those buttons. Yeah. Well, he doesn't need to. Fine too. It was in pretty bad shape on the flop. Oh, looks like we can replace the PLO 10 with the PLO 20. Yes, sir. Let's do just that then. So I realized it was more of a general answer regarding the traffic. But I hope it does help. So to maybe put some better numbers on it, during the week in the European evening times, I'll let it go. We often see like somewhere in the 40s in PLO 10. PLO 20, kind of the red-headed stepchild of Run It Once. Like either it runs really well or doesn't run that much right now. So PLO 20, I guess if I stick around on table start, we usually have somewhere between 20 and 50 entries there as well during the week. And PLO 50 historically has been the strongest limit. During the holidays, it's been pretty quiet there. And for the last couple of weeks, I've been stumped to see a bunch of PLO 200 kicking off as well. Looks like a number of players moved their action over, at least part of their action. So I called it once on the flop, he checked the turn. I'm just gonna call here. If you have aces, then GG. Does not have aces, just clicking buttons there. Here the board pairs, I'm still gonna bet. Sure, sometimes the king 8 is a thing. Having all the 10s and a diamond, I'm gonna bet here. Maybe not too large. Or we can just get there, that's cool too. Also have a heart. Sweet. There's the diamond. The more likely flush he might be sitting on. Okay. That's really quickly. I'll let it go, although I don't entirely trust this guy. Right now, I added a PLO 20 table, PLO 10 table because it looked relatively juicy. Not necessarily because I wanted to fill my table quota as such, just because it looked alright. Had it not been one with an average pot size of $5, which is half a buy-in, then I probably wouldn't have opened it. And with the, right now the bankroll doesn't allow to open PLO 50 tables on the side. But something like that is going to happen in the future, yeah. That's the plan going forward. Pretty decent board, all things considered. I'm actually going to ditch the PLO 20 table now, PLO 10 table. Open up the new PLO 20 in its place. This one isn't going to break. So yeah, yellow, that's pretty much the plan for, I guess, March. My personal plan for the beginning of the year is, as I've been saying earlier, to study more in January than in February, see how that works out for me. And then if I like what I'm seeing, if I like how I'm playing in February, then still not gonna have to fold if he comes over the top. Yeah, if I do, then I will pull some money from outside of the bankroll into the bankroll and move up to PLO 50 in March. Or start taking shots at PLO 50. It's pretty iffy since we're not blocking either of the flushes. I mean, actually, there might not be a bad reason to get it in, because it saves us any tough decisions here. For this sizing, if he has hearts, then well done. He could have a straight, actually. That looks more like a straight. Nope. Lost the hearts. Two pair, three ways. I'd say they need quite a bit of protection. Be kind of sad to get raised since we have all the backdoor flushes, but be it as it may. I do think I want to protect my hand here. Two pair and backdoors. For this sizing, it's peculiar sizing a bit. He returned amazing. Take it down on table 3. He checks on the 6. It's interesting. He might. Don't even know what to think here. You have a set? Nah. Trouble is not much missed. I'm just mystified by the turn check. At least a little bit. Okay. That's a radar. Sexy turn card. Takes it down for us. Very active dude. Certainly do want to play with him as much as I can. I have a feeling this guy here might be the same aggressive dude on all tables. All RIO tables. Here and here. Man, aces galore today. I like it. Real deal for real. I can only tell you for micro gaming right now, where it's somewhere around 8 to 10 big blinds, I believe. It's a good thing you're asking that. I need to re-download, re-request all my hands from RIO. I'm not quite sure if there's an issue with my RIO results, or I've been just donking around there. I don't know what happened. But the RIO results don't really look good, and I'm not entirely sure if it's due to the trackers making some mistakes there, or with probably the splash pots, or if it's just an accurate representation of reality. But for microgaming, somewhere in the neighborhood 8 to 10 BB. Again, there the stats are skewed because not all hands are being imported, only the ones I VPIP in. But I can request and will request the hands from support. Last time I did it, I sent them in a way that I wasn't able to import into Poker Tracker in that case. So they send it in their own what's the word? Proprietary? There you go. Proprietary file format. And the files were very large, and doesn't matter. Poker Tracker didn't like them. But when I asked support about it, they said they would change that. And I haven't really remembered to do it since. What's the deal here? You raised, right? Did you? Damn it, I wish I knew. Also, welcome back, Real Deal. Okay, I was gonna say there's some bluffing opportunities on this board on various rivers. Turns out I don't need to bluff. Yeah, just gonna pot it. Don't have a second high club. Very nice, and we do get the call. This is of course superb. Ah, I didn't see you in there. Hmm. Sweet. So he let. Fur, hey, aloha! Welcome back, Fur. Hope you're having a nice Saturday. Gonna raise fold this. Perfect. The exact kind of raise fold I was talking about. Oh, aces. Table 3, I let it go. The small splash. 3-bet wizard, who we've seen repeatedly can go pretty mental pre-betting like triples, or 4-betting triple suited kings and stuff like that. A solid post pre-flop he, let's say, mixes it up. Check this one. Calling because I have the ace of clubs, and that would certainly not be above bluffing. The ace is all over the place, by the way. Got him here, which is meh. But again, with the here we have a gutter on top as well. Got him here, pretty meh as well. There is a nice turn. Not sure what to do about it. We'll check and potentially check raise. Wow, how do we stay nutty on this board? Is that a thing? Get called too. That's rather excellent. These aces we're gonna let be here. Actually, we do make the straight, have the flush draw as well. No, I take it back. I don't like the bet. We don't block any higher straight. We still sort of have to call. We want to call if he raises, but I really wish I hadn't bet. Although maybe that's too nitty because we have a bunch of equity. Now it gets interesting. I'm gonna bet the 5-5 flush. I think I do. Don't outpip us, have like the 6-high. No, wonderful! Wonderful! Oh, baby. That's good for me. How was it for you? Cheers. Yeah, the nut straight. He had a diamond. It was a huge pot, I get it. I would have puked a little bit in my mouth and called there as well. Oh, action here. Wow. So on the whole, we're starting the day off alright. Oh, you're that short. I hadn't noticed when I called. Well, now the money's gonna go in. There's a flush draw. We have the nuts currently. And the nuts stay nutty. Cool. Gonna open up an additional table just because at this time of day, microgaming tends to be pretty sweet. As you can see, RIO as well. Oh shit, more action here. Wow, I'm loose aggro on 2 tables. That barely happens to me. I need to keep an eye on the tournament, right? On Natural 8, that would be in 30, 40 minutes. Yeah. Don't forget to register it. On the off-screen table, I'm gonna go for a loose ISO here. Well, loose-ish. I have a feeling this guy is pretty nutty himself. Flop a gutter to flush draw. We could get it in the SPR too. With the overcards. I think I will. I'll play this one a little bit loose and fast here. Wow, that's working out nicely. Oh wow, that's working out absolutely wonderful. Shazamming it up and sort of flopping a full house there. What the hell? Okay. Yeah, Shazam. That was the end of his wonderful adventure. He left the table right after that hand. Very sexy pre-flop hand here. The board, not so much. We'll see. King rolling off there. King I could do without. King I'm gonna fold on. Oh, and wow, that's a surprise. A nice splash, and the aggro player folds. I wonder if he hadn't realized it. Gutter and the overpair, meh. It's okay. All in all. Position. Ace rolling off, that's not necessarily very welcome. I'd love to keep fighting, but you don't like the ace. No flush draws is a problem 3 ways. Gonna call it because on a river like this I can really try to utilize the tens. I'm gonna do. Gonna tank too long. Nice. Now it was at that point it was pretty sweet that we did have diamonds, so he could have missed a pair, even 2 pair missed diamonds, and is still gonna lay it down at a reasonable frequency. I guess had he bet just a bit bigger on the turn, I would have had to lay it down. Not happy. Not even a 2 pair to help us out. I'm still gonna check it. Yeah. Okay. Good thing we did. Would not have worked. This, on the other hand, really neat. Really. Yeah, against the button, I really should have led there. This card is much better. Well, actually, I'm the big blind, so it's sort of a wash. Who the 8 is better for. Okay. Table 3 down to heads up. Not my thing. Okay. Three-word wizard. Living up to his name. Decent connectivity in our hand. Not super psyched. Like I said, ain't bad. Not doing much for us on a flop like this. Guess an 8 of diamonds would be kind of funky. Oof. That's neat. He bets on the jack. That's his right. With the ace of spades, I'll probably keep betting. Be reasonably deep. I can put on some decent pressure on the river as well. We could just outright get there. Wonder if I want to check to induce here sometimes. Let's give it a shot, maybe. Whew. Do I ever want to raise this? No. I think I do. Yeah. So, sort of yay for not raising and checking, I guess. Wait, you called the flop with what? King, king, 9-3, no spades. Oh, okay. Good for you, mate. This could be a... Yeah. Stepping out of light in the sense that it's not something I do habitually here. But that's more... It's not necessarily because it's bad, but because I don't have quite formed these habits yet, playing hands like these so aggressively. Looking to do that. He comes over the top, I'm gonna come over the top again. Really absolutely nothing going on this board. I think we go for a small bet and then let it be. Could just check and check fold, that's pretty cool too, I suspect. Yeah, let me look this one up, it strikes me as okay actually. So it was a big blind spot versus a late position open. I believe the matrix is gonna tell me that this is a-okay. Yep, so it is. Raise call. Oh, brother. Well, I guess that's one better straight out there. It's not really that bad. So yeah, I'm actually quite happy with how I played that ace-8. The flop bet, sort of debatable. Oh, really? You got here with the ace-10 now? You shitting me? Notice there aren't any missed draws. It's not a big raise either. Well, actually it is, kind of. Given the bet on the pot size. Hey, he's a high VPIP low aggro player. You're tight character. Probably a good chance he does have a speed. Okay, that's pretty good. Take it down. Pull up with a nice hand as well. Sevens with an ace and a six, double suited. Blind versus blind here. You know what, I guess if he checks, I'm just gonna turn this into a bluff. Phew. Oh. Five ways. Oh, sorry, here. Just gonna check. This is rather okay. But he checks, huh? The tens, we take it down. Probably should have checked there, occurred to me just a moment too late. Wasn't really any turn we would have disliked. It's a rather decent run out. Bet it once on the flop, which I kind of regretted after I did it because we were three ways. Ooh, I see something coming up that I hopefully not gonna regret. Can we get a check raise in here? Let's hope. Table 2 I took it down with the ace king, did not get called, and we do get a better lead. I think he's gonna have the lower set. No, yes, he does have the wrap, so we need to fade. And fade we do! For a pretty massive pot there. Almost 2 buy-ins of profit. Shazam. Well, that's how that fails. Whew. Complete wrap with a pair and a heart. I don't think I need to bet this four ways. I'm gonna check raise this. Again, not my usual approach to this hand, and I have a feeling quite often when I say it's not my usual approach, I end up losing. Should mean I should be sticking to my usual approach a little bit more often. We'll see. Ah! Again, good things could happen. Cool. Good things indeed. The 3-bet wizard. Alright, wizard. Wizard up. Wonderful, one of those spots where he decides to go for it. Let's hope it's some triple suited kings again. Oh, that'll work. Oh, come on. Jesus. He's the 3-bet wizard. I mean, what can you do? He's got that magic. Not above leading here sometimes. Looking back, sort of torn on the call, not because the ace turns. He is a button clicker, but on the other hand, you know, if he keeps clicking buttons on turns and rivers, it's gonna get increasingly hard for us. Should be calling down with a rubbish top pair. Ooh. Well, that's not hard at all. You don't know what to do here. See where this is going. Only get a call, which means he doesn't have aces, and that is a rubbish board. Yeah. Don't think we can utilize... I don't think we can make the bluff call, can we? Alright. Nice hand. Will the real Sir Earl Lot please stand up and raise? No. Ooh, action here. Flush draw versus set. Actually, pair flush draw on the gutter, that's certainly more than fine. And the bottom set. Fades a lot of outs. If he raises, I'm still gonna let it go, I guess. Well, we are on the button. Oh, the min raise, really? Alright. More min raising here, I'm not having it. Mm. Not super interested in folding. Ugh. I guess we need to let it go. Good thing we did. So here he did raise, and then this guy raised, and me closing the action. Kind of needed to call at that point. $18 minutes until the $22 bounty tournament starts. Ooh. So I guess right now we're sort of somewhere in break-even territory. Haven't lost 2 buy-ins there. Yeah, on Micro Gaming we're up a buy-in, that's fine. On RIO, I don't know. That is more than alright by me. You're gonna pot it here. Actually, in RIO we are pretty much exactly breaking even, but it's fine. We are up. Cool. I like it. Gonna open an additional off-screen table, which I'm gonna move over once something happens, just because it looks juicy. Short stack and pretty maniac-y, so with this... Oh god, okay, never mind. That would have been my move against this remaining stack. As it is now, need to let go. And I don't think the King, Queen, Queen, 4 triple suited fulfills the criteria for getting it in as a shorty. Decided I was having none of it. Just gonna call here. Need turn. Will the button clicker click buttons? Yes, he will. I could just call again at the risk of a spade rivering. Pretty strong, pretty strong. If he does indeed end up hanging himself, no. Or 20 YOLO? No. Still, nice hand. Not gonna fold the complete wrap. It's a pity to not have a club, but it is what it is. I'll take it. Yeah. Right away there, huh? Also looks to be an active player. We'll see. Checks. Not gonna go for the bluff. Defending the big blind up here. It's an aggressive button, wow. The aces took it down with a c-bet on a 10 high flop. Pair and a flush draw. And a gutter. So we don't want to like a pot size bet. Don't want to see a pot size bet. The sizing is fine enough. No joy at all. Pretty neat, pretty neat. Closing the action in a, in a limp pot. Not closing the action, but just figuring out a limp along. This guy almost never raises. With a pair in my hand, I'm gonna lead, and I probably take it down like almost always. But yeah, don't want to see it checked around. Wheels! Nice to see you here, sir. And not sure if we've seen each other this year already. Happy New Year, in case we haven't. Yeah, Chad is kind of mesmerized by my superb play, I guess. Just sitting there, all hail the Hypnotoad kind of style. No, I don't know. It's a quiet day. Good morning indeed. I guess it is kind of sort of morning for me. I've been up for like 4 hours, 3 hours. 4 hours. And the day is starting off all right. We're doing okay. Tournament's gonna kick off in 10 minutes. Getting chilly. Hang on. Swing and a complete miss. More aces down here. I'm gonna 3-bet these against him just because there's a decent chance he does come out on top. Do we have a crazy here? No. Normally, this kind of ace, I would mostly limp on a button. But since the 3-bet wizard is involved, might just now see technically a squeeze, I guess. Oh, everybody in the mom calls. Jesus. I guess if we get to check behind and hope for a 5. Ah, we need to let it go. Well, now doubly so, that makes it easy. Thank you for calling, sir. Would have let it go anyway, but now it's less of a heartache involved. Just the... Kinda see this guy calling pre. The other one? What the hell? I mean, it worked, but... Ugh, I made a call pre-flop that I probably shouldn't have made, and now I'm in a spot I wish I wasn't in. I'll show you. But the money's gonna go in here for 100 BB. Okay, so you just click buttons. That's awesome. Also, Shazam. No, so she wrote, he left the table. Big pot happening here. What's going on? How the hell? I money bet in on the flop, by the way. How did any of you guys... What? Jesus. The questions never stop at PLO 20. There are plenty of sensible questions to be had about my game, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to boast. But shit's going down, man. It's morning here, fair enough. Oh, it's Seattle. Is it nicknamed the... Is it the windy city or the rainy city? I forget. Nice. Haven't been to Seattle. Been in a few bunch of spots in the US, but not Seattle. Not even close to it, I believe. Neat. So then, by all means, good morning. I have a pair, a gutter, and a flush draw. For this sizing, I'd say happy to call is an overstatement, but certainly willing to. Okay, I mean, I didn't call to fold on the flush. Nice. Ooh, take one down here. He went for the blocker play on the flop, on the turn. That was kind of sticky there. Oh crap! Now it's really pouring outside, and it would just need to be like 1 or 2 degrees colder. I suspect we would have finally some snow. Alas, nope. More than 2 binds up on micro gaming now. And on RIO, I don't know. Probably up a little there too. All is well in the world. Four minutes until the tournament, so I need to find some tables to ditch, which is breaking my heart. I guess these are let go. The Emerald City. Ooh, I've never heard that. Why is that? I wonder. Okay, flip it in here in a full BB splash. It's more rainy than windy, right? I believe that I've heard in the past at Seattle. Has a lot of experience with a lot of rain. Alright, close the action. Very mediocre hand. But a nice extra 80 cents in the middle. Oh, holy crap. Nice. Take down a smallish medium pot, but also 80 cents to splash the pot. Sweet. Little splash of the exact same size. Hmm. Gonna go for the lead here. Yeah, actually I'm gonna go for a lead here. It's a rainbow board. Block like draws, grabs that they could call with or raise with. And here is Queen Jack. Should do the trick. As in, should be good enough. Table 1, we take it down. The tournament kicking off. Nice. Wait, where did things move? Oh, there we are. So, the $22 tournament happening on table slot 1. If we flop exceedingly nice, top 2 will do it. Probably gonna... yeah. Go for a half pot. Could maybe even go small here, I don't know. What I do know is, did we take it down? Oh, damn it, I thought I'd clicked the button. Down here, open it, nobody made any moves so far. Don't erase it. I mean, actually, I do. Oh, so that's why. That's a nice reason for that. I thought it was something mundane, like there used to be an emerald mine there, but that's a good one. Cheers. Aces again, really? What the hell? No, I'm stumped. Is it really? How? I mean, wow. Well played, you got me. Not even sure why I called. Certainly felt like I was beat, but I guess it was one of those spots where I just needed to see. You really did have the 9-8? Have a hand in the tournament. Gonna go for the table 5. He took it down with the bluff. Or the queen blockers at least. Might have been the best hand. So if we get raised here, I'm not gonna fold. Not the Jack 10-9 combo. Yeah. Oof. Nah. Do you think this is worth a shot? Straight is gonna be hard pressed to call. He probably doesn't have anything, so he was the question mark. I'll be stumped. Well, it'll be sad if he calls. Nice! Sadness. Not confirmed. Cheers. Chi-Ching! How do you have time to be here? I heard you've started to stream as well. That certainly puts a smile on this gorgeous face. Well, I'll take that. Thank you very much, Chi-Ching. Chi-Ching, a good friend of mine, a good friend of the stream. And right now she's on as well. So if you'd rather see two-card magic in a tournament setting, then head over to Chi-Ching's channel and check her out. She's awesome. We managed an early lead in the tournament, which is of course pretty wonderful. Holding the 9, that's a pretty sweet board actually. Especially when we hold the top pair. Ace is down here as well, and a decent hand in the tournament. Sure, like in a cash game, if he raises, I'd come out the top. And I probably will. Deciding for sure. Now he leads on the 8. What the hell? We get check raised here as well. Here I'm happy-ish to let it go. You need a moment. How often do you donk, sir? Not all that often. Okay. So that's a board in the tournament. We still have some showdown value. That's not a bad card. Hopefully. Come on, let's take it down. How in the row? Wow, we're dead in 2 spots. Huh. There's gonna be a nasty one coming up. Yeah, I guess we'll limp along. Ah, man. He calls as well. I'm not very happy about that at all. Okay. Talk about not being happy about runouts. Yeah, you go, sir. Nice river. Here. So he 3-bet us, he c-bet the flop once, check the turn. Exciting to make a little bit more money out of the spot. Should mean good things, and it does. Awesome. Gonna bet my trips here. We get an ace max. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. But again, I have a feeling, like somehow I feel this sizing looks a little bit more like value. Then, okay, never mind. Then I guess you river the king. Or have something even better. which only leaves one hand. Yeah, I don't know. I had my proctologist check. It's not up my ass, but it's somewhere. Yeah, that's true. We've gotten an inordinate amount of aces so far this session, right? Can't even begin to count, like at least 20 hands of aces, I'd say. We've been playing for what, 1.5 hours? Quite impressive. Nah, not worth the 20 chips even. Even with all the pots we've lost or had to give up on, if it's still chipping up. No, actually, no, we lost on micro gaming. We're still doing fine. But yeah. Next, still somewhere in the 2 mine range in profit. In case you're wondering. Just gonna be a call if the 3-bit wizard raises it up. Cool. "20 entries already in the tournament, I like it." So there are plenty more tournaments to play in the, like there's, I guess sort of by popular request I started selling action. And this is part of a 10 tournament package, all of them $22 buy-in range. I've recently been thinking about moving those over to party, but if I do, I'll first check with everybody who bought action if they would be fine with that. Just because the prize pools in party are nicer. I don't know. Either way, once this package is finished, that's probably where the next tournaments are gonna happen. Because I saw there's a $22 buy-in tournament as well on parties, like in a decent time slot too. Decided to come out the top here. Don't quote me on that one. It's a bit light. Feels a bit more like a call. Let's check. Yeah, it's actually nothing. Oh yeah, the low straight, Jesus. Oh, hang on, no, then never mind. I was checking single suited hands. Then only the 7s and 6s double paired would be fine. And it's only the 7, 7, 8, 6 gets called. 7s and 6s, 5s and 4s get raised. Yeah. In the end, it doesn't get played. If I do want to play it, I'm probably better off just calling. Not much going on for us in the tournament right now. I'll stay patient. Let's watch a nice pot here. Kings take it down pre. Oh, now we have this guy short here. Could switch to a new table where we cover 2 out of 3. Speaking of aces. Checking left. There's a player like this behind me. I might just call. Hope that that guy would raise it up. Friend of the hamster betting school of betting there. Ah, I'm gonna raise it up a bit. He's not gonna call all that light anymore now if I raise it. I hope he won't. Oh, bittersweet river. Nice! Nice, 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 nice. Oh, I like that song. White Lies by Van Dyke, right? Yeah. Also good club versions, good danceable versions of that one out there. Don't go broke, don't go broke. Just fold. Don't win it either. Oh, worst case scenario. We cover right now this guy and this guy, right? Yeah. Ooh, wow. Jesus. Ace, ace, jack, jack, and two suits. His forwarding range is 1% over 1.5k hands. Orbit 2 out of 144 times. I wonder what that means. Alright, alright. I guess. Remember if he 3-bets, we still kind of need to get it in with the backdoor flush draw and gutter, I guess. Oh, and here my bad, I thought the splash was bigger. Didn't really look at it, just saw the coins. Just something that happens to me every once in a while. What I'm saying is I prefer I wouldn't have called. Okay, let's check our way to victory. No, denied. Air blockers, not much going on here for us. Interesting turn here where with the pair and the gutter I called. You let it go, easy peasy. No joy. Also nope. Ooh. Limp pot, we were in the big blind. fine too. And here, really hope to check it out and this guy loses. Here we take it down. Perfect. Yeah, on the button, nah. On the other hand, we haven't really seen anybody raise that much in these spots. Oh, 2 fat piggies. I haven't seen an avatar before. These? Okay, no, these are legs. Okay. Good thing I didn't say what I thought they were. Ooh, you got raised, sir. But I got her in position. Make that a double gunner. We don't have a single diamond. No joy. A pair of 10s. I doubt that'll do it. Yeah, looking back, I just like the turn call because he's just gonna. What I remember about him that he likes to see bet. Just gonna take that note too. Which means we just need to fold on pretty much any river. In the tournament, he bet on the river. We need to let it be. Kings, eh? Interesting spot if he would decide to raise it now. Should ISO and get it in against him. The card unhappy player suddenly bets, huh? I guess we need to let it be. Interesting one done here. Yeah, that's fine by me. Got a front and backdoor flush draw. Backdoor flush draw also really high, king high. Ooh, damn it. No, it's fine. We no business calling there. And that is all she. Well, actually, it does have. I was gonna say, actually, he does have outs. Oh, brother. That was just nasty. Okay, in a splash pot, we certainly are vulnerable to a lot of stuff. Things get nice down here. Let's hope he doesn't have spades. He's the exact same hand. He's free rolling us at this point, but we just split it up, make a nice profit there. That's alright by me. Ooh, we see an all-in. Okay, this guy is just a little bit crazy then. Just gonna call down there on table 4. Completes nothing. That 4, I like it. Oh, we get a good hand in attorney. Just one hand too late, eh? Just a complete button clicking. Yet, absolute. Wow, Jesus. Nothing is what you had, my friend. I approve. Open ender, 2 backdoors. That agrees with me a whole lot. Okay, never mind. Kings in the cutoff. Gotta limp these. That's actually not. That's actually okay in a tournament. Or so I've learned. We didn't bet the 10 on the flop. We should be good against the 3-bet wizard. He had got raised up. Closing the action. I called. Do I like that call? Maybe not. Yeah, especially I don't remember this guy raising much pre yet. Go for limp along type of dude. Music might have been a tad loud. I'm just seeing. In 10th place, 19 remaining out of 24 original entries, so still smack in the middle. A little more than the starting stack. Cover exactly no one right now. But this guy is a $10 bounty, is not that deep. Something to keep in mind. Wow. So I did something that I rarely do. I just limped here after this guy open limped. I guess I over limped. Flop the absolute world. Button clicker involved too. That's quite nice, especially seeing that we don't have a single heart. Just might get a little bit lower in chips. No, it looks to fold. We take it down on table 5. Yeah, the king 8-5. I could have done without that call. Eh. Is this one I'm raising? Wait, what? Good thing I was in the big blind, I guess. You got them nuts. Let me get a call. Awesome. From the straight. More aces. She gonna call these. Oliver just might do something. No, damn it. I was really counting on you, Oliver. Maybe someone else? Down here, the Queen actually starts to look alright. He might have aces or not, in which case we split it up. And, I'd say this is a rather well-disguised hand. It's a rainbow board too. I might just call. Not really that many draws. Okay, if he checks. Hmm. Let's go and check something out. Right, the ace queen 10 4 on the button versus under the gun open. Am I calling there? What am I doing there? If it gets folded around, I'll open. It's not good enough to limp. Button versus under the gun. That's fine. Gets played exactly like that. As in, we call when we're suited to the ace. A pair. A pair is a start. And an end too. Nope. It's starting to open up. In the beginning, I really, unless I didn't pay close enough attention. Maybe just didn't get any hands, but I don't remember him opening much in the beginning. Involved a lot of limp parts. Now, this guy we do cover. Alright. Decided to bet both streets after I raised it pre. Get a pretty nice river for it. Nah, this guy really doesn't go out of his way to bet rivers by himself, so not checking to induce. In another splash pot, we were deep against no one really. Top and bottom open-ender. There's a diamond blocker. Gonna be a lead. Yep. Tournament win to let go. He folded to the 3-bet as well. Yeah, I guess with the queen in our hand. This might well be a case of over c-betting. Even though it works, it still might be. Poke Boots! Good day to you, sir. Nice to see you here. Cheers, mate. Pokeboot's a recent addition to the RIO streamer team, and he streams PLO as well, so if you need more PLO in your life, then check out his channel. You shall not regret it. He's a very nice gentleman. Might be new to streaming, but certainly ain't new to the great game. And it shows when you watch him. So since you're here, how about that c-bet right there where I said it might be a case of over c-betting? What do you think, Poge? And am I saying it right now? This guy just needs to get a little bit lower on chips. We would cover him for a nice bounty. Not too low, please. Yeah, as in not 0 chips. No, boo. Not quite. This is gonna be a long tank, it looks like. Oof. Okay, yes, please. Here, now he's really low, that's nice to see. And we just make the casual quads. First quads of the day, eh? Really? I lose him so often in a race again, but it's not really that aggressive. Yeah, we're just gonna race. It's gonna be the short version. Not that aggressive, so I really hope he does have something. If he has the 8s, then we just put this super bad beat on him. Try to go for the check race here. Ooh, he does have the 8s, I guess. Jesus Christ. Wow. That was not that many of those out there in PLO, but that was a proper bad beat. Jesus. Poor guy. He's probably taking a moment to race because he was busy high-fiving himself. I would have been. Oh, Inyo, I'm not even going to try to pronounce the name, but since you're short, we're putting the money in. And turns out we be good. Song is just horrible quality. Skip it. Awesome song, horrible quality. Things are happening in our tournament. We might get our wish that Skyshanks get low enough in chips for us to cover him as well. If we get raised, I'm in half a mind now. The guy I wanted to get short won the pot. Half a mind to let us go. He just doesn't have an aggressive bone in his body. I'll let it be. Saying it perfectly, no. Okay. Oh, perfect. Perfect. I'll probably mess it up every once in a while, but I'll try to improve. Cheers. Ah, no big deal. Okay. All in an attorney. Short stack involved. Aces versus, I don't know what this guy is. King 5-3, I guess. He needs a 6 at this point. That's not gonna do it for him. Jesus Christ. House breaking loose. Well. Yeah, we're not laying this down. And that'll do it. Not particularly excited. I guess we can check. I've got to fold out a diamond draw. He might not be c-betting always. Turns out he will. Well, we're not going anywhere at this point. We're open-ender backdoor flush. Aces with the flush draw, unfortunately. Come on, do something nice! Woo! Baby! 2 buy-ins right there. Nice, confirmed. Oof. That's a good pot. Can't do it here. Shazamming it up. Cheers. You don't always run bad in the important spots, I guess. Nah, of course we don't. That was pretty sweet. On micro gaming, we are now up 4 buy-ins, which is pretty awesome. On RIO, I think we're up a tiny bit. Turns out we're breaking even on RIO. Still, fair enough. Now the shorty raises us up. Well, we ain't folding that one. Tournament, that's the case of the nose. Now the blinds are rising. I definitely would like to see a double up in our near future there. Ideally for us. %16% VPIP is what we got. Well, we didn't really see that many great hands yet. That was a good pot. What a queen. Ah, take the king too. Queen 10, 7, 8. It's a big raise. Might have to defend. Queen 10, 7, 6. Alright. Joy, eh? Not interesting here. Even though we have 5-handed, I might want to turn this into a bluff. We also have to... Yeah, we will. We have additional equity. On the tournament table, I of course let it go. And now I'm starting to get shorter than I'd like. Of course we don't want to get raised, but... If additional equity... He called pretty quickly and we just turned the nuts. Alright. Yeah, another habitual river better as well. Ugh. Alright. I like that song too. Awesome old school Paul van Dyk. Nope, something's gonna happen here. Let's see for whom. Probably not for us. Who's this guy? Guy seems new. I think I like this guy. $15 remaining in the tournament, 29 original entries, and we are in 13th place, chipstack wise. Well, don't have the hammer, but we have the hand. We going with this one. We raises coming over the top. Yeah, especially we raises this size. Here we go. Spoiler alert, I'm not falling. What are we up against? Alright. Alright. We have his flush draw outpipped. Bided our time and caught a nice flop. The King King 8-5 call earlier I regret, and not entirely sure about the Queen 10-7-6 big blind defend from a little while ago. Other than that, I feel I wouldn't have done too much different so far. Nice. And we now cover 2 peeps here. This guy more than a standard bounty, that's cool. Down here, been checked on the flop. I like it. Also like this. Wait, this? Spades rolling off, eh? Okay. This is pretty sad as well. As turns are concerned. He checks though. Might be good. Might have showdown value. Nope. Limp this on the button. Ooh. We cover you too. How about you have that ace then? Neat. Since ST, I don't have a daily result thingy, but I have a like sort of monthly or like a running tally. Mainly because, hang on. Mainly because on RIO I need to wait 24 hours to, that's a good flop. To import, to get my hands to download. Hang on a moment. So, are we deep? Yeah, sort of. The tournament, we're certainly defending this. No joy. And I don't know, man. This Yeah, we have the complete wrap with 2 backdoors. We are just gone with this one. Turntable we fold. No joy yet. Let's hope this turns into a happy occasion. Yes, sir! Another 2 buy-in pot right there, right then. That was awesome. So yeah, speaking of the results, let me update the Nightbot command because they're always 24 hours. They don't count the current day, my results. Let me see. For this month so far, for this year, I believe we're up around 10 buy-ins. So yeah, we're going with it. Not too happy that we're 3 ways, but we do have the top pair block. That's nice, blocking Queen 8, stuff like that. Oh, and you just have crap, huh? Wow. Crap takes it down. Sometimes you can't avoid that. Nice hand, my friend. So yeah, the short answer is for this year we're up 10 buy-ins. I believe I just said that, I'm not sure. Things got confusing for a moment. Make the wheel. Had chance we could call it, but still to give it a shot. That'd be good. Yeah, we don't have a heart. I'm gonna make a light call. Nice. Oh, no worries, Sins. No worries. All questions are welcome. This guy not really short on chips. Only gentleman we cover as well. And today, if you want an update for how today is going on RIO, nothing really has changed. We're not exactly breaking even. But things are a bit happy on micro, where we are up 90 bucks, 4.5 buy-ins. Oh, yeah, damn it, the short stack going in. That was a beautiful spot, I agree. That's always so sad to lose. You just blasted off. I'm not quite sure what you would do. Well, I guess he had 2. No, money went in on the flop. I don't know. I don't know what happened. So, this type of hand, I'd rather 3-bet than call. We're very deep, and we do take it down in the end. Pretty nice. Let this go. And now we have Minthon to our right. To cover everyone, we cover this guy. This guy's almost, when he's in the blind, he's going to be all in. At least we have Minthon to our right, that's something. But we have a very huge stack, probably a chip leader to our left. That certainly ain't ideal. Yeah, that was one beautiful wrap, I have to say. Not that often they have the complete wrap. The 3-card wrap comes around every so often. The 4-card one and the 2 backdoor flushes. Let me pull this one up percentage-wise how we're doing on the flop. I think we were doing absolutely awesomely. %. Oh, the other guy had 2 kings and a jack in his hand. Okay. You might as well show you. But against him, he had 17%. Oh, brother. I guess we limp. He's short. Didn't see he was the one with the short stack. I mean, he had a short stack as well, but... I'd love to see what he shows up with. Feeling is pretty nutty. Checked again, no? That's not a good river. We weren't behind until then, which is highly doubtful. We're certainly behind now. Don't get to see a showdown here, that's sad. We're on break? Alright. 32 entries, that's quite nice. So let me check out the party tournament I was talking about earlier. Then we got our 2 pair, backdoor flush draw. Entirely horrible. Doesn't really change anything, the 10-7 was there already. Yeah, the 9-7, sorry. Alright. Okay. So this table's breaking down. Wait, am I showing the right table? This one. Look for greener pastures, find a better table. Oh. Good. Just want to check something on party real quick. Family pots indeed, yeah, in the tournament. Those tournaments are, on the whole, rather soft. Get raised here. That's alright. Nice turn. I'm gonna lead this too. If he absolutely needs to, we get it in. 5 definitely blows if we get erased. Because he most like, well, he could do it with the ace blockers, but I don't know if he assumes any fold equity on our end. Oh, Jesus. That's too much. Yeah. Would have been an excellent spot for a fold, I reckon. As you saw, I didn't have it in me. So the same kind of tournament on Party, another $22 buy-in, which started at, I don't know when it started, 3.5 hours ago, so 3:30 my time. Has 81 runners. Yeah, way more runners than the ones on microgaming. So in the future, I'll definitely play those. Maybe even for the rest of the package. I'll reach out to the peeps that have bought action. I kind of like I do like the structure. From what I've seen so far, I haven't played that many tournaments on Party, but I do like the structure that they have going there. That you get like 50k in chips, and there's really some room to maneuver in the beginning of the tournaments. And we can download the hands later on, which we can do on GG as well, but yeah. On the whole, I wouldn't mind moving over to Party for the tournament stuff. So in the tournament we are in, 12 remaining, how many places get paid? 4 only, okay. Oh, the 8 game tourney! Poggy Boots! Poge Boots, sorry. Yeah, did mess it up there. Thank you very much for the good lucks, and man, best of luck to you in the tournament. Alright. Up and all the flush draws. Certainly not folding here at any point soon. 7 and 5, I do. I enjoy around 60% rakeback on bets and on microgaming. Guess we just get it in. It's kind of iffy. But the front and the backdoor flush, yeah. For the sizing, we just come over the top. Would assume pretty much 0 fold equity. Ooh, we're doing alright. Just zamming it up. Actually, yeah. Not doing bad against that at all. Could have been worse. We definitely need a double up in a tournament. Actually, we need a bunch of them. This ain't gonna get us there. And sad face, it looks like the microgaming tables are breaking right now. Certainly is a bit sad. Nice. Take that. Good flop. I'm in half mind to just pot it and get it in. Yeah, that probably will. There's a bunch of draws, but there's just so much money in there already. We do have the backdoor flush draw. I wouldn't be shocked if you tell me this is bad. Oh, you have two. Come on, you have two pair. Like, oh, come on. You're shitting me, right? All right, all right. In the tournament, I don't know. I really don't know. Don't think I can limp anymore given my stack size. I don't want to quite want to get this in. Ah, that was a brutal hand to lose it against. Why couldn't you have like a combo draw and get there? That would have been much easier to stomach. Yeah, that's gonna be the one. Oh, and we also have the bounty now, which is mean we're not gonna get a walk here. Probably a given. But if we do, then that'll be fine too. Make the quad sevens again. Well, the money's gonna go in. Oh, he calls. Neat. This one as well. We do get a call. With the quads, that's sweet. Alright, what are we up against? Oh, that's nasty. Oh, gives us some life. Open ender. No, that was just nasty. Alright, we fought. I think we fought quite well too in the end. 9th place. Checking it. No, I'm actually not checking it down. If he just calls on the turn. Get a raise, we do need to let it be. Actually, it's silly at this point. Let go. Right on. Up in the nuts. Is alright. Also have a redraw. Or redraws, I guess. Backdoor flush draw as well. Sorry for the typing. So even though we're 300, I'm definitely stick around here. This guy marked him as crazy. I'm not quite sure if he is. Not yet. Oh, interesting. A min raise part, otherwise I wouldn't be in here. Double gutter and the flush draw. All the gutters to the nuts. Alright. I'll give it up. Der Alte, with the quick, der Alte Poppin. Nice to see you, mate. Ah, come on. Really? You managed to call that? Probably just in time to see the end of the tournament, huh? Be sad. But I fought alright. Nice to see you, der Alte. So, this, or last year, I say, Synesty, to answer your question. Last year I played on 3 sites. The least volume I put on Natural 8, but I did play most of my volume for more than a month there. And so, just to give you like sort of a comprehensive answer, Natural 8 has a reputation of being fishy, which is true, but only in parts. For European time zone, I guess up until the mid-afternoon, like from morning, it's fine on Natural 8. Later than that, it really isn't. It's very reg heavy. Microgaming is fine for the most part in general. Fishy enough for the most part in general, for sure. And run at once is reasonably fishy as well. It's not a very detailed answer, I guess, but let's see how I can answer this better. I guess the short version is yeah. Runner Runs is up there with the other rooms when it comes to fishiness, for sure. Rooster. I am gonna bet again. I'm trying to get like a King 7 out of this, or even a 7-6, which would beat me at Showdown if you check. Nice. Not saying he had any of these. Just that it's nice to get the fold. There's one fish. Well, might not even be joking. Oh, there's that. Nice. So I've been hearing, when I played PLO 50, looking back, it probably wasn't as soft as I thought it was at the time. But it's been like almost half a year since I played PLO 50 there. Since then, I keep hearing good things from other streamers, other players about PLO 50 on RIO. PLO 10 is super soft. Tough not to be profitable at PLO 10 on RIO. And PLO 20 can be hit and miss, but I've very seldomly had a really bad table. And often enough I had good ones, sometimes I had amazing ones. Here I have pretty good cards. Case in point, today, the tables are more than alright on RIO. Got some loose aggro players who play loose and fast. It's a good board. Like, for example, this guy here, or these two peeps here. I'm gonna call once. Destroy again. Take it down, table 6, not a huge surprise. Running over luckbox, hitting trips on a... Yeah, me too, man. We had him pretty crushed, right? He had bad jacks there. With like 2 minor-ish missteps, defended a... Well, one where I'm not sure, defended a late position open with queen 10, 7, 6, single suited, which in a cash game certainly I would always do, but I was relatively short on chips already. Lines were pretty high, so I'm not too confident in that defend, let's say. And I limped and called a raise with king 8-5 single suited. That one I think I should have folded. Limp was fine in late position, but folded to a raise. It was 3 ways at that point. And other than those 2 spots, the Alta was... At least off the top of my head, I can't think of a spot where I go like, oh man, I shouldn't have done this, should have done that instead. So, yeah, reasonably happy. It's a good enough answer. Thanks. Sure. Yeah. Awesome. Happy it helped. All right, we get to try again with aces after we lost a big pot against him. Flop us something better. Well, the money's gone in if he has an 8. We're boned. But it's a sort of flop where at this SPR I'm just putting the money in. Just to tease. I'm tempted, especially with the deep guy behind, yeah. Let's do this. Because if we flop a queen, we can open the side pot against him. Ugh, okay. What? Now you wake up? That's unexpected, my friend. Alright. In that case, no maximum pain, but I can't call for that. The maximum amount of pain. Here, I believe he's been betting all the way. I think we just check call once more. Such an aggressive dude. We don't beat much, we beat some stuff. And we didn't raise at any point, just kept calling. Alright. Nice! That we definitely beat. Shazam. So probably until the full hour, 45 more minutes of stream, then it's my union mandated dinner break. 90 minutes after which I shall be back. Up in the river. That is true. True. That's not very German. That is true. It sounded like it again. God damn it. Now I jinxed myself. I can't speak English properly anymore. That's very true. Oh, there you go. 3 times the charm. Back then, I don't know if Jamie was playing already. Was he? Has Jamie been around that long? I guess so. But yeah, very, very good point. A lot of streamers were playing back then and making PLO 50 quite a bit tougher in the process. Should be better now, surely. Yeah, I believe it is too. Aruklas keeps telling me that the pool is good, and I think Jammies had something to do. I don't know if Jammies had something to that effect. He hasn't really seen me bluff so far, I believe. Here, I'm probably still gonna cold call. Hope he doesn't take it to another level. Okay, no, even more so. Get a much better price. And a rubbish flop. Yeah, so back then the PLO 50 player pool was really tough. Point. It's super small. If we call, like if this guy folds, we might call and more often than not see turn check, allowing us 2 cards to catch our full house, or maybe a backdoor flush. And for this sizing, I think we give it a go. Think for a moment. Of course, if he bets again, we're done. It's just a really small sizing for a nice pot. 2 backdoor flush draws. And we play out Jack exactly the same way. And now comes the question. If you wanna, we could go for a small bluff. It's gonna be easy for him to fold aces, but it's doable. We do look strong. I mean, what are we bluffing here? That's the other question. Certainly not putting us on eights and fours. There were no draws at all on the flop. Suppose if we get raised, we run into quads. Which we'll never find out about. But I like it. Nice! Nice, nice, nice. Actually, looking back, it's a good board to bluff on the river. Like, no draws at all. We have a jack or what? Like, what do we have there? I mean, don't have kings. I take it back. Oliver is just a bit too trigger happy on the 3-bet button. He goes for it. Guess player 3 has entered the game. Well, let it be. Okay. Call this in a moment. Make the flush down there. Ian. Well, I'm just gonna call. See where it takes us. This time, it takes us to the top. Checking here, sounds good. Confidence level rising a little bit on that river. Wait, I'm showing the wrong table. Duh. This is the other one I'm talking about. I think I was clicking the wrong button there. Hope I'm not clicking the wrong one here. That's twice. Whew. Awesome stuff. On RIO, we've been breaking even the whole day. There. And on micro gaming, we're up 4 buy-ins, so awesome stuff. So for this, I can show you the graph for micro gaming for this year. Has been a rather happy one. Oh shit! Hang on, this takes precedence. Yeah, it would be awesome if you call. Unless you have the quad sevens now. We had them twice already today. Hardly begrudge you having them now. Oh. Deal, the king. Well, any overcard is not without potential issues. So to show you the graph for this month, so I won't get to it just now. Here. And we flop our right. I'm just gonna call. Maybe get this guy to overcall. Table 3, we take it down with the c-bet. Would have been a spot to, yeah, I think I should have trapped there. And perfect result. So with EV, size a little bit. We're doing alright. Ran massively under EV for large parts here. And are up like $240 in, I don't know, how few hands, not that many. Plus rakeback. I'm not sure if I want to go for the blocker play against this guy. No, never mind, I won't. And also the last days of the last year were pretty awesome as well. Yeah, with rakeback we're up like $300 in. It says 2,300 hands, which isn't completely right, since the tracking is skewed on microgaming. But that's it has been a good start to the month. Okay. I love the guy, hate the position. Would love to have him on our right, or at least, up here where it's neutral. Like Switzerland. To the pair, actually should have bet this. Check now and hate the fact that I didn't bet the turn. Guess we still take it down. No, you have to bet our 7. It's a decent enough hand. So this is a table where I'm calling marginal kings as well, just because it's so valuable if we do hit our king against a player like this. And I'll probably just call on the flop. Yeah. Nice, we get the call too. Awesome. Well, if you got there with like some weird backdoor straight, then so be it. Only one of them out there. Only one hand that beats us, the queen 10. You got something there? You're thinking about it, huh? What do you have? Like a 4-5 maybe? A straight draw? We'll never know, but took down a nice one. Oh, I was gonna rate you, Chiching. How did your session go? Nice to see you. Welcome over to the channel, everybody. My name is Nut Raisin, and I do this. What you see is what you get. I play PLO 50. Wait, no, we were talking about PLO 50 earlier. I play PLO 20, my main game currently. Some tournaments, and all of that PLO, and I do this pretty much every time. I'm here 5 days a week. It's what I do. Nice to have you guys over. How did Chiching stream go? Worst hands, nice to see you here, mate. Happy New Year. Not sure we've seen each other yet this year. And huge shout out to Chiching, who, as I was saying earlier, streams No Limit tournaments on her channel. Does in a very charming and also a very good manner. She's a nice lady. She has live cash game background and now started to play tournaments on Stars. And Sadie is into the Sunday Million or the smaller Sunday Million quite a bit. Here against the aggressive dude, I decided to go against what I usually do, which would be to fold this hand. I should have let. I should have let. Alright. Be hilarious if he has the 5 deuce. So please don't. Gonna take a bit of a gamble here. Gambling on the fact that he is just so happy with the 3-bet button. 19%. So everybody in, and now we see a min raise. Alright. Probably not a favorable run out. There's here. Now he blasts off. So first min raises and then goes for the pot size. Yeah, thank you for calling. They're really easy to fold. Oh, I almost misclicked. Alright. But 9866. In case you're wondering, the 9866, even double suited, is not an open under the gun. It just should be folded in Solverland and probably in reality too. This has been one aces heavy session, case in point. Ooh. Take it down with a set of aces. Tch. Just goes to show you what I'm talking about. And he does it again. Oliver with the 3-bet. 1-1. Lost one against him in this spot. Let's see where it goes this time. So far he's never 4-bet. Top set. Money goes in. Thank you very much for the good lucks. Great prediction for your near future with the PLO 50 announcement. Oh god, man. Fingers crossed. I'm trying to cross my toes as well. I do hope so. Cheers. Yeah, burst hand. Thank you very much for the good luck. Appreciate it. Yeah, I know. I heard that you're under the weather, Chuching. Very sorry to hear it. Happy to see that you streamed, though. No, nevertheless. Or no matter. Good for the soul. Puts me in a better mood. There were a few days in the past, like very, very select few, where I didn't feel like streaming. And I did. And after half an hour of streaming, I always felt the better for it. And, you know, what can I tell you? More aces. Not the happiest board. Take it down. He bets this is right. That's his right. Let it be. And on the rainbow board, we flop an almost complete wrap, 3-card wrap. Then would be the nuts. And we stay pure. Good run out. I don't think he called light so far. Apparently he does this time. Maybe turned a set of queens? Was that? Or king queen even? No, he did turn a set of queens with a 10 blocker. Yeah, no. I might not always know how to play them. Not that bad at reading them. Then again, you could just keep saying stuff long enough, and then at some point you're gonna hit run. And or aces. I don't know, guys. Nice turn. Super wide player, he could show up with literally any 3 cards and the rule card. Still gonna bet. Wait, the other thing. Call. Rooster either doubled up or rebought, because he was pretty short a moment earlier. We're not folding. Crossing toes must be quite a sight. I stream that on an entirely different site. That's how I make my real living. There be some strange guys out there, that's all I'm saying. You're not going anywhere. I'll probably just come out the top. He's the kind of player who calls with a reverse flush as well. Not to mention the set, he's not gonna let go. This would be shocked if he did. And he does fold. We take it down. Take down a nice pot there again. Take half a stack. It is! Yeah, it is. Does me wonders. I am prone to depression. So this is working wonders for me. I kind of hope he called so I can fold without regrets. I kind of feel dirty. Thank you. Oh, see, I should be shown the right table too. Yeah. Except for percent. If the ace-6 near the better flush draw. All fair. Chase the ace! Hey, good to see you. It is going alright. Thank you very much for asking. How's it going on your end? Hope you're having a very nice Saturday. It is Saturday, right? Yeah. God, I always feel like I'm totally out of touch when I ask that. Maybe I shouldn't. I just should stop asking that myself. At least out loud. Yeah, the grind's going well. Got some nice big pots. The splash. I'm gonna call once with the 2 backdoor flushes and the gutter. Make that a double gutter at this point. No flush draw came in, however. Any reasonable sizing, we're out of this. Right. So, Mogrees, nice to see you here, mate. How's the streaming going? How to adjust? I can only answer one of these questions since I have no clue about heads up. And the advice I've been given for three-handed is not to change your ranges much at all, basically. Treat it like a full ring table. Now, if there are divergent opinions on that, please share them in chat. I'd be interested. But that's all I know. The Kippery told me as much, if I remember correctly. Like, don't change your ranges much at all. Treat it like a full ring table. Like, don't go crazy with the 3-bettings all over a sudden or the re-raising. Mogri is also a friend of the channel, streamer in his own right, streams the mix games. Streams all the Bedugis, the Razes. He's a great storyteller too, to check him out on Twitch. Board. Called here on the turn, flop was check because I had to flush draw as well and get a nice river for it here. Unfortunately, he doesn't bet. I would have check raised on this one. Could have led it too, I guess. Not the ideal river. I think I let it go. I have no clue how bluffy this guy is, but yeah, can't have to miss nut flush draw. We'll let it be. Let's get going against Rooster again. Oh, unexpectedly, player number 3 entered the game. All right. Chaos Cards, hey, nice to see you, mate. Happy New Year. I'm not sure if we've seen each other this year already. I think we have. In which case, you know, doppelt hält besser, as they say in German. Twice is better than once, I guess. It'd be a loose translation. Ace against aces, this guy. Computer the equity, not on this board. We split up with buy and I'm all for it. Make 641 in profit. I'm having a pretty excellent evening, Chaos Cards. Thank you for asking. I do hope you do too. Wait, what did I do here? I guess it's alright. Oh, also watching the football, eh? Alright. Cool. Happy to have you lurking. Football take. Well, for football fans, I understand. For me, of course, it's baffling. But I understand people can be quite dedicated fans. Yeah. Let me see how well we are doing, in fact. Don't think much happened on RIO. Let me check. On RIO, we're kind of coasting the whole day, just breaking even. Might be time for some betting action. I think we're gonna go with this bluff. Seeing that we do have additional equity, I kind of like it. Yeah, on microgaming, in total for the day, we're up more than 5 binds. Ugh, pairing the board. That's throwing a wrench into our plans there. Aces and 7s on an off-screen table. Bring it over, should action develop. We have a reasonable chance of getting a jack out. Kings and aces, I would have played like this. Kings and aces with hearts, for sure. No, jack. Getting a jack out of it denied. Queens? No, he did have the kings. Yeah, I would have guessed kings since we have one. Alright. Cleanup to do, ugh. Is that a proper occupation for a Saturday? Well, I guess, yeah. We work all week. When else? Get a raise from them. Oh yeah, right. Aces probably. Cheers. Do I just want to come out the top? Nah, I guess with this type of hand, don't completely mind playing a side pot. Oh. We have a bunch of outs as well. Turns out you don't need them. Happier things happening on here. Maybe do turn the days. Checks. You need to defend the big blind against late position open. Take it down table 6 with the set here. Are we good, really? No. Wait, how do... Oh, come on. A little bit of a better kicker. Eh. I'm seeing Rooster again down here. It's not that heavy on the 4 betting. Just 6%. Actually pretty reasonable. Ugh. Chose to go with that run out, eh? Right. Think I can bet for value, sort of. Certainly call if he raises. Huh. So we have the queen, that's good. We don't have a heart, that's pretty bad, but he never... Ah, well, to check. Please don't bet, please don't bet, please don't bet, please don't bet. Certainly don't bet the frickin' pot. No, probably not much hem and hawing necessarily here. Hemming and hawing, just gonna let it go. How bet happy are you on the river? I wish I hadn't looked. I can't, can I? Nah, I can't quite figure out a bluff. Ace of hearts, yeah, okay, that would be one, but that's pretty much it. Maybe tens. Heads up, Master. Good to see you. I don't know if we've seen each other this year already. You know, gets confusing. There's so many streams and everything. So, in case we haven't, Happy New Year, Heads up, Master. Good to see you back. I will, however, go on my break pretty soon. Like another 10 minutes. But, yeah, don't have a choice. It's union mandated. But I'll be back 90 minutes, roughly 90 minutes past that. Since I guess you mean pre-flop, I'll ask you in... Yeah, I'm gonna... Usually I don't call this, but I do want to play with this guy. Usually I want to be suited to the ace here. Yeah, since it sounds like you're talking about pre-flop. Not quite sure. That strikes me as a decent board. Yeah, exactly. So if you're talking about pre-flop, then it's you only pot pre. There's some very, very limited exceptions to that. And pretty much the only scenario I can think of is if you have somebody left to act behind you or who already is in the hand and who is very likely, who's a short stack and is very likely to come over the top, then you sometimes want to raise or re-raise a little bit smaller if that allows him to come over the top if he's short stack and reopen the action. And it happens really rarely. It does happen, but it's not a common scenario at all. And that's the only spot where you don't want to pot pre, pretty much. Dude, that's a mess. I'm not happy to hear that. But if you say you keep losing a bankroll over and over, then it's not fun for me to say, but maybe you need to change something about the bankroll management. Here. I don't know, man, with this SPR. Do not know. Do something funky here. Why not? Alright, alright. Pair of nines or something. Jeez, we're actually good until the river. Yeah, since ST, I hope that answered your question in regards to pre-flop. It's pretty much as chaos cards. It's exactly as chaos cards says. That's the exception of what I was talking about. Yeah, it's a mess. It does sound like if you say it keeps happening over and over, it does sound something that's within your power to change, though. Ooh, a fun spot. I threw it here because I started to do this with hands that are not suited to the ace, where I just less interested in seeing a flop. Otherwise, I'd call this one pre. Hit a nice board for it. Oh shit! Really? Oh, that ought to be good. Up here, we're not folding. Up right here. And get a nice river, hopefully. Luxor hasn't decided yet. Nice! Calls with the overpair. Like seeing that. Oh god, guys, don't be mean. Hang on, I'm to catch up with the chat. Yeah, no limit hold limit varies. Yeah, it really doesn't in PLO, like not at all. Lost about 20k in just a few months alone. That is super brutal, man. That is, oh shit. Man, this, I don't know. I don't know about your bankroll management, but you might be well advised by taking a break and stepping back and then changing things up from the ground, like starting with different bankroll management. Pod measure! Hey, thank you very much and Happy New Year to you as well. I like the Nutty Professor moniker. Cheers. Oh man. Um, Thank you. Good luck to you in 2020 as well. Thank you very much for saying that. I just can't, no matter how hard I try to play PLO, to play, say, PLO 20, I just can't for sure. Bankroll management is huge. I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. Like, I have a feeling you mean, or I'm guessing you mean you can't take PLO 20 seriously after you played much higher stakes. I haven't read it, but maybe the book Treat Poker as a Business might be helpful there, because that's a mindset problem. For sure. And it's not something I have advice for since, not really at least, sadly, since it's not something I really struggled with, being in it at heart, you know? So I understand the urge, but I never had the urge to like move up as quickly as I can and go higher and higher. I wish I had more helpful advice there, Heads Up Master, but I really don't. I'm gonna check this. Actually, no. Here, holding those nines looks pretty enticing to me. Is with boring life stuff? Ugh. Stupid boring life stuff. Got it here. Hope it works out. Drawdown value is there, but it's limited. And we do take it on. Phew. We had a winning month in 15 years? Well, if it's 15 years, then it pains me even more to say that, but then just maybe poker isn't for you, man. I don't know what else to say. That's an indicator, man. Not a good one. And poker isn't for everybody, so maybe it's time to cut your losses. Wait, I'm technically 4-betting? I wasn't aware of that. Pretty good one to see, but small. To give you motivation. Um, yeah, sure, we can talk, but I'm not gonna be very helpful, man. We can talk later tonight. Take this one down. That was an excellent spot. 2c-bet small. Perfect board for it. Since we shown so much strength. Everybody else's ranges were capped. Nobody's showing up with aces at this point. We most certainly are. Yeah, sure. Heads up, Master. We can talk later tonight, like after my second stream. But my ability to be helpful is going to be very limited there, I'm afraid. My ability to keep talking is certainly going to be very limited now, since I'm going to go on my break in a few minutes. It's a good time. I feel like I'm sort of losing my edge there. Mentally, need to take a break. Streaming for 3.5 hours, just an okay start for the day. And I'm getting hungry. I haven't eaten at all so far. Oh, rooster involved. I'm curious what's happening here. Hey! Gets a few binds back there. Good for him. And we gotta take one off. Both gutters and... Ooh, there you go. The nut flush draw. It's backdoor form. Just cuddle me. So much at the tables, lol. Um, Hang on, I kind of lost my train of thought there. Yeah, I mean, right. Going out and seeking help is maybe not the worst idea either. Not too happy having to say that either, but it's something I considered it in the past for completely different reasons. But yeah, I've certainly been at points in my life where I finally caved in and thought like, okay, maybe this is a spot where I shouldn't be dealing with this alone. Should seek, third-party counsel basically, which I did. Very briefly, but even just the mere act of doing so led me along my way. Too complicated or not relevant to get into, but yeah. I'm not trying, I'm just saying I understand how you feel. Just saying it might be something worth considering. Huh. Turn kind of neat here too. At least I hope we do. We do. We take it down. And take it down here as well. Yeah, last orbit. And then I am gonna call it not a night, but a session. Know how we made out in the end. I believe nothing really changed on RIO. I guess we're still down a bit there. No, actually, we were almost breaking even, down like $5 on RIO or something. That's cool. Especially seeing our microgaming results. I can show the graph at the end of the stream as well. And it's a happy one. Coach me for 20 hours weekly without pay. Yeah, I'll get back to you on that. My people will get back to your people. But since it looks like you are coming from a Hold'em background, I'm very happy you started this channel to take a peek at the dark side, as we like to say. Once it has you, man, tough to get away. Just such a fun game. It's a nice angle too, Sluska. And now a nice approach. Not as an angle shot, just a nice angle. Strategically. Can talk to you if you join my tables. You're mean. Okay, let's check. We're good. That is true though. You were here very early on the stream. Historically speaking, heads up master. Front and back door. Flush draw. Gives us a gutter, which I wouldn't count on being good all that often, to put it mildly. Alright. Here, yeah, certainly gonna call. And good thing we would have just hated this spot now. Doesn't matter that we would have, doesn't matter at all that we would have made it straight. Just a good fold. Cashing out a nice profit. We're up roughly 5 buy-ins. Here we actually don't have much. I have a guy left to act behind, so let it go. 2 backdoor flushes make it kind of intriguing, but not with somebody left to act behind us. Just blows if he finds a raise. Oh, that'd be a good song to start the next stream with too. The Monkey Island theme. The good version too, on the from the Roland MT32. There's something you used to see in these sound options in the late 80s, I guess early 90s. You always think like, oh man, that'd be sweet to have that. Well, most of us were still stuck on PC speaker, or maybe an ad-lib, or maybe if you had the first Sound Blaster, you're doing alright. Open up a whole new world. It's more fun and feels like mistakes can be very costly. Yeah, they can. On the other hand, the equities run. Yeah, which it is good for weak players, but you're gonna get sucked out on more. Like in Hold'em, if you get it in well, you're usually looking at being 70% ahead at least, sometimes substantially more, or often substantially more, like 80 or 80% plus. Where in PLO, if you're ahead 60%, then you're doing alright. And there's so many equity shifting cards, turns, and rivers that it's a jungle to navigate, but it's always fun to try and figure things out. It's easier to be in love with a hand rather than let it go. That's true. What is what? Yeah, it is more frequent in PLO. Yeah, for sure. I think so too. So let's actually see who's on. Who can we host? As I said, I'm gonna go on my dinner break. I'll be back in roughly 90 minutes. Or if you want to hear it in K9, then roughly. Rough. That's a Futurama joke, at least for the most part. Alright, it's Raid Aruklas. He's playing on PLO, on RIO as well, and he'll be happy about the raid. Yeah, good guy too, an additional, another PLO player. So, let's raid Aruklas in a moment. Cheers everyone, thank you for watching, for keeping the chat a very lively place for the latter part of the stream. I think it was pretty action-packed. Oh, I wanted to show you the graph, right, didn't I? Let's see. There you go, that's for today, 90 bucks plus 10, 12 in rakeback, so 5 buy-ins up for today, which is pretty excellent. Running slightly over EV. If it is a fold, I'm sure it is. But yeah, not a bad suggestion. I'll mark it in a moment. Yeah, so far. And if you want to see it for the month, it's also pretty happy. This is only microgaming, by the way. Don't, read anything into the VPIP and into stats at all. Not even the hand number of hands is correct, since it only counts the hands of VPIP in. You know what? Maybe I'm not so sure about the spot heads up master. Thank you for mentioning it. I'll check it out. Anywho, things are going well on our end. So let's head over to Aruklas, who's playing more PLO. And if you want, I'll see you in roughly 90 minutes. Thanks for tuning in and for keeping me company. See you soon. Cheers.